Good day, all stock market investors and stock market traders. This is Total Investor, and on this YouTube investment channel, what we do is we go out looking for stock market opportunities, also commodities and even cryptos, looking for trading patterns that you can make money on. So basically, we discuss technical analysis. Okay, so before we go any further, please keep in mind that everything that we discuss here is for strictly educational purposes only. Okay, it is not to be considered as investment advice. And please, before we go any further, subscribe to this channel. It's very simple to do. Click on the subscribe button, and you will be taken care of by YouTube. So whenever I post a video, you'll be notified by YouTube. Okay, and also thumbs up if you like it. And keep in mind, we've got a lot to discuss today because of the market is moving and possibly bottoming. So I'm going to present to you a lot more opportunities than I did yesterday. Okay, that's the way it goes. Okay, so we'll start off. So again, please watch the entire video. Okay, the first one that we'll discuss is Apple, AAPL, stock symbol. Straight up move for many months. Did very well. Topped out at just under 200, and it looks like it pulled back right down to its previous resistance level. Okay, down to around 167 and change. Once the moving averages have crossed, it looks like it was downhill from there, but we might have an opportunity here because not only do we have it bouncing off of support, which was previously resistance, we also have a divergence here. Stock made a low, bounced, made another low, a lower low, but up here, look at the RSI. Low, low, but it's a higher low. So that is a bullish divergence. Okay, that is not a guarantee that it's going to stop there and turn around. Okay, it just means that the bearishness is losing strength. Okay, and so far it looks like it could be a very good buying opportunity. So that is one factor, is again the bounce off of support. 2 is the bullish divergence. 3, we're getting some of the market changing a little bit so far. We'll see how that continues on, but there's still some bearishness here because both moving averages are pointed downwards. Okay, so we still need a little bit of work, and the RSI has to go to 50 for it to cross into bullish territory. Okay, so watch Apple, AAPL. Next, Altair Engineering, ALTR. This one is pretty much straightforward here. I've got 2 lines that I drew. First is double bottom. Okay, one in mid-August. The second one late September, not that long ago. Okay, and it's actually a little bit lower than the previous one. But if we look up here, the RSI, the second low is higher. Okay, so again, bullish divergence. Okay, so you can think of it as a double bottom or a bullish divergence. It doesn't matter. It's what we want to see if we want to get into this stock. Okay, plus from the high here, it hit this downtrend line. It finally broke it today. Nice big green candle day above the 10-day moving average, almost touching the 50-day, and the RSI is above 50. So everything is looking good for Altair, ALTR. Next, Salesforce, CRM. Okay, let's draw your attention to the $200 level. Previous resistance level here, it finally broke through, became support. And as I always say, resistance becomes support, support becomes resistance. That's what we got here. After it broke through resistance, had half decent rally. Came back down. What did it touch? Where did it stop? Exactly where the previous resistance was. So now it's support. Another rally. What's going on here? We've got support. Will it break? Maybe, maybe not. So far, it looks like it's holding because it had several days where it held and didn't go through. Okay. Now everything else is still negative here. Both moving averages sloping downwards. RSI still in bearish territory. Okay. So just keep an eye on this to see what happens over the next couple of days. Okay. Will it have a bounce, and will everything else turn around as well? Okay, so that's Salesforce, CRM. Keep an eye on it. PAR Technology, PAR. Two lines. One is the upward trend line. It was touched twice, once, twice. Still above that. So although this is still bullish, I think this one is more important where it had previous resistance. Resistance here finally broke through. A nice rally. Now it came back and it became support. Again, resistance becomes support. Support becomes resistance. It's a major level here, $38. Okay, so it touched it once, twice, almost touching it an additional 2 times. But today we've got a nice solid rally. Look at that nice big green candle. It is above the 10-day, above the 50-day moving average, above support, above the trend line, and RSI broke above 50. That's what we want to see. PAR Technology. Next, Philippine Long Distance Telephone, PHI. Okay, draw your attention to the $21 level. Support, support, nice rally all the way down. Support, support. Whoops, breaks through, and then pops, and then it bounces off of another lower level, $19. And here we have resistance, but breaks through and closes above that. Okay. That's positive news. It also broke a couple of days ago this downtrend line. That's 2 bullish signals plus the 10-day moving average. It's above that and sloping upwards. 3, RSI is above 50. That's 4. So all we're looking for is this for the trade above the 50-day moving average. But it's looking good as is. Now keep in mind, just by the nature of the stock, don't expect this thing to double over the weekend. It's at 21. Where can it go? Maybe 24. Okay, not bad considering a lower risk stock. Okay, not zero risk. Nothing is zero risk. Lower risk. Next, Schrodinger, SDGR. Draw your attention to the 25.75. Bounced on that several times. Had a very nice rally, more than double. Came back down. I've got a downtrend line coming just above the 30, I believe it's 31.5. The only reason I like it is that we are just above support. Okay, everything else is still needs a lot of work. It's still below the trend line, below the 10-day, below the 50-day. RSI still in very bearish territory, so needs work, but this is like bottom fishing here. Okay, so be patient if you are following this one. Okay, Schrodinger, SDGR. Next, Silicon Motion Technology, SIMO. And we've got a lower lows on the stock. Up here, higher lows on the stock. Okay, bullish divergence. So that's what we want to see if we are looking to find a bottom. Not a guarantee that it's going to bottom, but again, as I said, it looks like the bearishness or the, it's losing strength on the downside, or less weakness if you want to say that. Had a nice day today, solid green candle. It's above its 10-day moving average. Needs a little bit of $2 to get to the 50-day moving average. Crossed above the 50 on the RSI. So this is very, very promising right now. Okay, SIMO. Next, Symbiotic, SYM. Got 2 lines, parallel lines here, 30 and 35. It's hit it the lower one here as resistance, 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 and then it finally broke. Then this one became a major line of resistance support. Again, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that was 35 and 30. Here we would come back down again to the 30 level, bounces. Now the 35 is resistance. So we're caught in between here, these two strong levels. And which way is it going to go? Well, we're going to let the market tell us what it wants to do. So let's wait. If we're going to take the long side, we want to wait until the indicators are, showing us that it wants to move higher. Looking at the RSI, the 10-day moving average, and finally breaking through the 35 level. Okay, but not yet. Okay, so if you follow the stock, that's what you should be looking for, SYM. Next, Technoglass, TGLS. My favorite pattern here, lower lows on the stock, okay? Up here, higher lows on the RSI, bullish divergence. It is right at the 10-day moving average. Today, it closed higher, however, it closed lower than the open, if that makes any sense. But we did get a nice bounce off that bottom, and we closed near the high of the day. So a little bit of mixed signals here in the last couple of days, but the market is what it is. But this one has some potential simply because of the bullish divergence here. Might be bottoming out, okay? But we still got a ways to go. Looking at the RSI and where it is with the moving averages. Okay, so keep that in mind. TGLS. Tesla. Seems that this is everybody's favorite. Let's just look at the last couple of months, 2-3 months. Okay, been in a nice trading range, $80 trading range. The level support that one level I want to draw your attention to is 240. Bounced off of that once on support. Had a nice rally. Had a little bit of support here, then crashed right through. Bounced up again, found resistance, then became support again, 240. Nice bounce, support again. Now we're bouncing off that 240 level. How high does it go? Well, first it's got to touch or clear 280, then 300. Then we can talk about further highs. But will it get there? Well, so far, so good. This has been a great day. Nice long green candle. It's above its 10-day and 50-day. RSI is above 50. So far, everything's looking good. It depends on what the market as a whole is doing. And, the S&P, the NASDAQ, the Dow, just been everywhere. With interest rates doing what they're doing. Okay, so if the market as a whole turns back up, this should be a good winner. Tesla, TSLA. And finally, my last one, VeriSign, VRSN. Okay, again, we've got bullish divergence here. This is not the best signal because I think I mentioned to you once before, when the stock is this close in terms of time, this is probably it's not even 2 weeks. Well, actually, it is 2 weeks. It's less reliable compared to a longer time frame. Okay, still somewhat valid because if you can see here, the general trend of the RSI is upwards as opposed to downwards for the stock. Okay, so still counts. We do have the stock now. It broke its trend line just today. It's above its 10-day moving average, and it just inches above its 50-day moving average. And RSI is above 50. So it's looking good for here. Keep in mind that VeriSign is a behemoth, so it's not, don't expect this thing to double either. We're at 204 and change right now. Even if it hits the all-time highs, say 230, it's a somewhat of a decent return, but nothing spectacular. Okay, but again, it's just the nature of the stock. Keep that in mind if you are following VeriSign. Okay, so that is it for now. Again, thank you for watching this entire video. Again, subscribe if you can. Comment down below what you want to see, what you like, what you don't like, what you would prefer to see. I do read your comments, okay? I will say that in the future sometime, have not decided when, it just depends on when I start having some more time available, I would like to include some educational videos that are not course length, but maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes in duration. Maybe talk about moving averages, point of figure charting, RSI, stochastics, and a whole bunch of technical analysis information, if you will. That way you get to learn something, okay, rather than just looking at charts, although of course I'm sure that you're getting something out of this as well. Okay, so when that happens, I have not decided yet. Just bear with me. It is on the to-do list, if you will. Maybe starting next week, possibly a little bit later. We'll see. I will give you a heads up when that happens, and I might even include some shorts, YouTube shorts being under a minute in length. Okay, when all that happens, I'll let you know, and we'll go from there. In the meantime, big thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll go from there. So having said that, I will see you in the next video. Thank you.